Game number 4, ladies and gentlemen. Sheltered Pass is the map. Currently 2-1 for Nullus. It's best of 7. So we've got a lot more games coming. Will Nullus be able to hold on here? Will Ulysses be able to compose himself for game number 4 here and equalize the series? What are the gods going to be picked here? Ulysses is already greened up. We're waiting for Nullus here as well to start the game off. The big question here is, will Ulysses go for Atlantean here? Or will Ulysses go for Norse here? That's the question Nullus has got to be asking himself. Because if he goes for Atlantean and Nullus goes for, say, Isis here, Nullus might be finding himself in a bit of a difficult predicament. But if Ulysses goes Norse here, and, well, we can continue on that path. If Ulysses goes Atlantean here and Nullus goes Norse here, then Nullus is going to be really happy. But if Nullus goes Norse and Ulysses goes Norse, I think Nullus is going to be unhappy. So he might want to be picking Isis against the Norse. So he's trying to make this decision in his head right now. Has to be what's going on. Because right now, gods that have been picked for Ulysses, he's still got his Poseidon left. But he's used his Kronos, he's used his Zeus, he's used his Hades. So a lot of his best gods are gone. He still has Uranus left as his pick. He still has a Loki left that he has been liking to pick as well. Obviously, he can use Gaia at some point in this game to boot if he so chooses, especially once all of the strong Gaia counter gods, like if Loki is off the table and maybe Zeus is off the table, maybe Gaia ends up becoming a little bit less powerful or a little bit more powerful as a pick, which is definitely something to consider in these situations. Now, we'll have to wait and see. We are seeing now Nullus is greening up. The game is about to begin here as everyone very, very excited for this one. And we see something very exciting here, ladies and gentlemen. We have the coin flip matchup in the right side of the map in the red color playing as Loki. His name is Nullus. In the left side of the map in the blue color playing as Loki. His name is Ulysses. We'll see how it's all going to go here, ladies and gentlemen. This is very exciting. Both players starting it off very smartly here. Going straight onto the Rhino, dragging that Rhino directly underneath the town center here. Is this matchup Heimdall necessary? Or do you go Forseti here? Ulysses is spawned in. His gold mine is exposed. Ulysses is not going to want to get Heimdall rushed here. He's not going to be able to make Forseti work in this map against Heimdall. So he has to ask the question, will Nullus spot this? Will Nullus know what to do here? Or what is going to happen in this game after all is said and done? One of the beautiful things about this map here is that the Rhino, this Rhino here, getting sucked in onto the town center to prevent an ox cart from being grabbed. This Rhino over here as well can get sucked in onto this location and be had like that. As the spy does come down there, it'll be interesting to know if Ulysses will have spotted that or not. Oftentimes you have to be spamming the F7 hotkey to spot if you get spied or not, as Ulysses is going to be pulling back here. And we'll see how it's all going to go, as the Ulysses retreating back might give Nullus the inkling that he might want to go Heimdall here. It's such a difficult decision because, well, it really depends on what the map looks like. But this map here, if you really know it, there are 3 spawns of outside hunt per player. So you get 1 spawn of zebra, you get 1 spawn of rhino, and you get 1 spawn of giraffe. The giraffe always spawn in the middle. The zebra can spawn on the back. The rhino can spawn on the back. They also can both spawn forward. We'll have to wait and see what this what's going to be the decision here. As where's the Ulfstark gone? There he is. Ulfstark, temple in the base. Looks like Ulysses is going to be going for a temple in the middle of the map. Part of me really, really likes putting my temple in a safe position, but also in the Norse mirror, I really like putting my temple on my hunt, on the hunt that I want to go and eat. As we do see another ox cart out actually for Nullus. So he doesn't actually lure this rhino onto this ox cart like I would have liked to have seen. But nonetheless, is going to be completely fine. As Nullus' temple is up. I can't imagine we'll see Heimdall here from either player. It's going to be a Forseti gamble, as it were. The reason I say this matchup is a coin flip is because when the big fight happens, both players click flaming weapons. Generally speaking, it just comes down to Einhyar spawns. So long as both players get themselves bronze mail, and maybe even copper weapons, or like whenever the fight happens, just continue to get their armory upgrades for that heroic age fight. It's going to be it's going to really just come down to who's got the Einhyar. There is a world where cutting villager production at a certain point is worth it in this matchup as well, because if you win the first fight here with Loki, you basically win the game. Or I mean, if you win the flaming weapons fight, so going up to so leaving your villages, I don't know, like 30 villages, and then going up to, what would the remainder be, 70, 85, so 40-ish Hersa might not be a bad idea either. As Ulysses is going to be moving forward here, jumping onto the zebra, as the villagers for Nullus are going very aggressive onto this position here. So we're starting to see the giraffe getting taken down. We're supposed to be waiting until the classical age to do this, but totally fine here. We might have to be pausing this one and doing the same thing we did before. So the game is lagging just a little bit in this position. It might settle down. We'll have to wait and see. As these giraffe getting taken down, we see the Hersa going to be moving in onto this position here. As the Hersa do spot this, one giraffe goes down. Spy getting dropped. Healing Spring coming down over here. This is really ruining. This is ruining the recorded games for this thing, but we might have to do the same thing again. But yeah, whenever it lags, you just got to pause. Can't explain it. Don't know why. It's just how it works. One longhouse is down for Nullus, or starting to come up. We see the longhouse in the main base for Ulysses. Makes no sense putting more than one. Well, actually, it does make some sense going for some throw-in axemen early here. It really does make some sense going for throw-in axemen here. So we'll have to wait and see. That's right. Now, Ulysses is building up his favor pool by killing off all these giraffe. It's really, really smart here in the early game to do this. As he picks off those giraffe, pulls back. Each one of those giraffe is worth, what is it, 0.5 favor? As the Hersa here getting a couple of free hits, and he has to pull back onto his healing spring. He does have his troll over here to help out. But every little bit of damage is a potential myth unit spawn. As it's 37 population apiece here, more of these giraffes are going to be getting taken down on this position. There's some lions over there that he could kill. But yeah, Ulysses getting a very, very slight advantage here at this point. Do we see another longhouse? Yes, we do. So Nullus is opting to go for the extra longhouses, whereas Ulysses is going to go for the faster Hall of Thanes here. We'll have to wait and see what's going to be the right play. As we've got 5 Hersa versus 6 Hersa in the middle. There's another one coming through here. Still very, very close on this in this game here, as Ulysses pushes in just ever so slightly, pulls back. So we see the villagers here pulling back and forth, seeing what they can do here at this point. As the Hersa running through, you've got to micro this so well. Now, there is a healing spring here for Nullus, so he does have that defender's advantage. It wouldn't be a bad idea for Ulysses to also drop his healing spring over here, as both players clicking Hall of Thanes at exactly the same time. Nullus still has to be very careful not to lose any villagers on this front here, but Ulysses is banked up to probably get himself a myth unit spawn, as the villagers retreating back over here. He's almost losing one on this point here. He's on 2 HP, as there's the Valkyrie spawn here for Ulysses, as the Hersa trying to fight this one as best as he can. Nice micro here from Nullus. He pulls Ulysses way out of position there with that Hersa. Hall of Thanes will come through for for Ulysses first, though. Will he be able to pick this one off or not is the big question. As this Herser here getting caught up, both of those Herser hit Hall of Fames at the same time as everyone retreating back over onto this position. The villagers healing back up underneath the healing spring as well as the Herser pushing through at 65 pop to 75 pop as Ulysses gets, or Nullus gets himself a troll spawn there. That's going to help take out those myth units on the back as this Herser is still getting chased around. We'll see if Nullus can bring that one back to safety or if he is going to kind of forget about it and it's going to get taken down as he's going to run straight through the main base, get a little bit of scouting information done. He might lose his life to the town center, though, as he does indeed lose that one. Currently 68 population for Ulysses to 73 for Nullus, as some thrown axemen are coming through. We are still seeing the villagers moving forward onto this position as Nullus pushes forward. There's the healing spring down for Ulysses as the villagers coming through here for Ulysses as well. We haven't seen Nullus spotting where his hunt is just yet. If we take a look at the mini-map, it's on both sides of the map, it would seem. So he could actually just guess wherever he wants to go, and he should be okay, though maybe one of those sides is berries. I didn't actually look, but we'll have to wait and see as both players with the throw and axeman out. 2 trolls, though, is quite a lot as he's trying to snipe down a villager there. Use the trolls to snipe the villager would be a really smart play as this Herser getting a little bit caught out, trying to pull it back. He does manage to get it back to safety. You're going to be able to heal that one back up with 8 HP. Really, really big help there. Einhjar spawn for Nullus, though, as he's going to be pushing off of the hunt on this position. As the Herser pushing through here, we see a Valkyrie spawn through onto this position as well as the troll trying to hang on to this position. We see the villagers coming forward here to start trying to help out. Einhjar spawn, though, for Ulysses comes through. That's going to be a really, really big help here. Will Nullus be able to get another? He does get another Einhjar spawn. That's advantage. Nullus here, it's 98 or 86 population for Ulysses, for Nullus to 67 for Ulysses, as it seems to me that Nullus is going to be winning on this fight. Not only that, the villagers get taken out and Ulysses loses this game to the coin flip of Nullus getting those. I actually don't know, to be honest. That was micro as micro has ever been. That was such good micro from Nullus. Taking out Ulysses in a very, very micro-orientated matchup there. Yes, the Einhjar spawn helps. Yes, Ulysses got unlucky here. He didn't get his Einhjar until too late here. But Nullus cleans a quick game 3 victory here against Ulysses. He's going to be moving to game point. He needs one more win, ladies and gentlemen, to be crowned the Pandora's Box champion. Ulysses is not out of this game and not out of this series just yet, though. He's going to have a mountain to climb, though, but we've seen it done before. Will it be done again here? As we're going to be moving on to game number 5 very, very shortly. If you guys are enjoying this series, enjoying this tournament, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTube, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next game.